Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is March 14th, 2025, and we are looking at Proverbs chapter 14. Proverbs 14, verse 8. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to talk about today. As I was looking at them, I was thinking to myself, there is so much in Proverbs 14 that points directly to how we live our lives in the recovery process. Verse 8 says, a sensible man's wisdom is to consider his ways, but the stupidity of fools deceives them. You know, this is Solomon's way of saying, don't be stupid, do your fourth step. Write it down. Take time to live right now in the present and evaluate your past. Don't go back and live there, because if you do, you're going to get stuck and you're leaving Jesus behind to go back, because Jesus is right here with you right now. A sensible man's wisdom is to consider his ways, not go back and try to remake his ways. But the stupidity of fools deceives them. You can't go back and change what you've done, but you can evaluate what you did and make corrections in your day-to-day that will impact your future. You know, there is so much in the book of Proverbs that leads to true life. Fourth step in verse 8, 5, 6, and 7 in verse 9. Fools mock at making restitution, but there is goodwill among the upright. He goes on to say, fools mock at making, the heart knows its own bitterness, and no outsider shares its joy. You know, I love the fact that when you really start to put your focus on Jesus Christ, you can see this process of living forward while living today. You get to evaluate your past, but you don't have to go back and live there. You get to live today knowing that doing the right thing today will impact the right things tomorrow. There is so much involved in the process of recovery. You know, simple things that we learn in recovery about not putting ourselves in front of the wrong people. You know, we need to separate and surround ourselves with the right people. In verse 7, Solomon says, stay away from a foolish man. You will gain no knowledge from his speech. You know, we sometimes will allow the world to tell us that what we're doing is wrong. And the reality is, once we make the decision to follow Jesus Christ, and we put our focus on him, this word, not the words I'm speaking, this word, and maybe the words I'm speaking, if they're spirit-led, come alive. They're living and active, right? They're not a living document like our Constitution, not changing, but they come alive and they change you. I hope that encourages you today. I want to say good morning to everyone that reached out, said good morning. I didn't call you out today, but I am so grateful for the fact that I have people both on YouTube and Facebook following. I don't take it for granted that you entrust me to share with you every day. That is something that carries a burden, and I'm grateful for it. But know this, you are called to spend your own time in the Word. I can share what God shares with me, but it is your responsibility to then follow up and check it out. Take some time today. Read Proverbs 14. See what God has to say. It never changes, but it might change you. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.